Hello there, and welcome in to the Cargo Bay for another edition of The Beginner's Guide. This is going to be 1977 Topps Series 2, which are cards 67 through 132 with the red border. I am BC here with my co-host as always.
Adam B. I'm excited, BC.
Yeah, I thought I had a lot of fun doing the 1977 Series 1 deep dive as arguably the most iconic set in the history of Topps Star Wars. And now we're going to be going into Series 2, which has the classic red border. I will say for these, again, value is all in condition on these, right? You will see the value not be as high because these are not the Series 1, which tends to obviously has a premium on them. But there are still some fantastic cards that I think are worth highlighting. We both have some personal faves that we wanted to share with everybody. But if you want to hit that next slide, we'll see what maybe some of the more key cards, some of the more valuable cards might be from this set. You've got a classic pose of Leia on the landscape. You've got Luke, and this pairs nicely with the Alpha, the number 1, but a wider shot of him in his stormtrooper costume. And then you got another Lord Vader, and I don't think we've quite hit that iconic shot of Vader, which you may just have to stay tuned to the next video for. But we do have Lord Vader and a soldier.
And a soldier, which is an odd thing to call an officer. I mean,
yeah,
I guess technically
yes.
true, but
yeah,
Lord Vader and an officer would make more sense than that.
And it's the same guy who's in the number 7 card, right? It's the same guy. It's the same person, just a different angle. They hadn't quite got I don't think a truly iconic Lord Vader card. I mean, obviously the cards have their own iconography at this point, but in terms of the visual appeal for me, I'm like, can we get that guy out of there and just have a Vader shot?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
just a solid Vader shot.
Seems like it took them a while to realize that Darth Vader was a huge part of why Star Wars was popular, and maybe the most iconic character. So yeah, they hadn't quite figured that out yet, I don't guess.
They're like, we still need the soldier to carry some of the weight in the card images, we gotta keep that guy in there. The kids love the soldier.
They love him. They love a good soldier with a pin and a badge.
Can't get enough of him.
I like this Leia card, BC. This is not the only card. There's another card. Well, it's stormtroopers coming down the hallway of that Corellian Corvette, but it looks like there's been some work done to make Leia pop out from the background here. I could be wrong, but that one and that card of the stormtroopers, it's almost like they exposed like her a little bit differently than the background to make it pop. Could be wrong, but it's a good looking card. However, for whatever reason it is.
Yeah,
I like that Leia card a lot.
It's a great pose. It's an iconic look. Probably one of my faves in the set. But if you go to the next slide, got a couple of the other really cool cards in here. I'm calling this series Chewbacca in honor of our favorite Wookiee, Chewbacca, who gets a true the respect he deserves in this set. The Roar of the Wookiee is a fantastic, an iconic image of Chewbacca.
They have
Wookiee
a lot
Chewbacca card. I think we should talk about this for just a second.
Eye holes.
We'll talk about the eye holes on the Wookiee Chewbacca for a second, because it's got like a kind of a weird come hither kind of disaffected stare going on as the vertical Wookiee Chewbacca character card in the set. It's just a kind of a weird feel to this Chewbacca image.
This is odd. Yeah, it just showcases how just being off a little bit more could have really hurt, because Chewbacca is such a great character and a great looking costume in episode 4. But yeah, this looks rough. If Chewbacca had looked like this, it would have been maybe maybe harder to love him.
I think the Roar of the Wookiee much better captures the Wookiee Chewbacca
They
than the come hither
love
nighttime look.
love this moment. We're also going to get a
Yeah.
Wookiee Riled in a later set. We're going to get like 4 or 5 of basically the same card. There's
Yeah.
one of these Chewbacca face shots in pretty much every set for
There's a
1977.
lot of these images are they're recropped, they're resized, so you'll see a lot of the same images. I think that Roar of the Wookiee. And now that I'm looking, I'm like, I should probably go try to find a solid 7 for the collection because I think that's the best looking Chewbacca card.
I
Out
disagree. I
there.
think the
Oh,
Wookiee is riled, or a Wookiee gets
let me.
riled, is the same shot, but the bowcaster is a little bit more firmly in the shot, and it's the orange and blue, which I like these reds, but I think I like the orange and blue
Okay,
series
so it's a
better.
series 5.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So,
Spoiler alert, we'll get to series 5. Okay.
but
Yeah.
speaking
All
of
right.
bowcasters, nice look at that bowcaster and the Wookiee Chewbacca.
Yeah, it is a great Chewbacca card. One of the I think the features of this set. If you go to the next slide, you're going to see another feature of this set.
Ooh,
Ooh,
ooh. The Han
ooh,
Solo at a fruit cart underneath the Falcon there.
yeah, that's when he's getting his fruits
Getting
for the
some
trip.
Italian ice.
Uh, yes, the Millennium Falcon, of course, well represented in Series 2. As soon as I saw the Millennium Falcon speeds through space card, I was like, oh, a perfect card, an excellent card.
Yeah.
I think these two pair nicely. You've got your horizontal and your vertical. You obviously get the full shot of the Falcon in the vertical card. I do like that you get like the model version, the set version of the Millennium Falcon in the other card. Just for scale, I think is really cool. But two really great cards of the Falcon. It's like
Yeah.
the original series. Like they probably didn't know how well Star Wars was going to do when they printed those cards, so they couldn't include everything in the 66 cards that they printed. They had some success with that, so like, oh, let's start expanding. Let's start putting some more stuff in there. So the Falcon gets a double dose in Series 2, rightfully
I
so.
I love especially this Millennium Falcon speeds through space card, BC. I love that you got this planet, just kind of this
Yes,
painted planet in the corner
yes,
with the red border, and if you get that
yep.
thing in a PSA slab, ooh, there's a lot of red going
Looking
on.
sharp, looking
Good.
sharp.
Yeah, I was really hoping, BC, that my cards would come in for
Mm-hmm.
this video. I have ordered one card from
Oh, nice.
each of the series to put in a binder. As we go through these, I'm just going to get one card from every Star Wars set ever made. And I might have
Nice.
double dipped on Series 5 to get
Did
this
a little
Millennium Falcon and another card.
did a little double dip. I like that.
Yeah.
That card is fantastic. It is one that I'm actively on the watch hunt for on the eBays. I do really enjoy that card, and also the horizontal card too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think it's a nice set to have.
Cool.
If you hit that next slide, we're going to continue the insert set that was first begun. We say insert set, the sticker cards that would probably have a piece of gum welded to the back of them at this point.
Yeah.
It continues kind of the same style. They've got the red border around the characters. You can see the Chewbacca image again. Fantastic.
Yeah. There are more stickers that are just other cards as stickers like that.
Yeah, so they are cards that aren't just the sort of the character portrait, but these are a little more uniform, the red border around them. But again, that sort of fun kind of Photoshoppy painted background that you've got there. Again, just a great sticker set.
Whoa. Do you mind if I do a little bit of flipping around here, BC?
Flip around.
If you look at this sticker card, you'll see that there appears to be 2 plywood sealed doorways in the background.
There certainly does.
If I move back to the image of Chewbacca from earlier,
yeah.
Never mind. I thought one of the doorways had been blackened out in that one. I was wrong. They're the same thing. There's this...
double doorway.
All right.
Breaking. We almost had breaking news on the card today.
The most uninteresting.
Investigative journalism at its finest. The Cargo Bay reports.
Let me scroll back through. Anyway, those are the stickers.
Yeah, the stickers are really cool. And then on to some personal faves. You've got, this is going to be my slide here. Weapons of the Death Star. This
Yeah,
card
pretty cool.
rocks.
Pretty cool.
um, I love anything in these that highlights the original like production value in the series.
Yeah.
It's like you can see the sets that were clearly handmade. You can see the like the props or the costumes very clearly. I think this features that gun of the Empire really well. It's just a cool card. The meeting at the cantina,
Yeah, I
I
love
think,
this card, BC.
is amazing. Like the composition of it, the lighting. You've
Yeah.
got it's the four of them. It's kind of like the 77 card where you had the four of them in the cockpit. Like you get a cool four shot, which is hard to do on some of these, but just the angle of the card, I think it captures the moment of the scene really well too. I think one of the best cards in the set.
Yeah, good pick,
And then
BC. This card, I was really taken with this card when I
yeah,
looked at it too. It's awesome.
yeah, this one struck my eye almost immediately. And then I've also got just a cool R2D2 and C3PO, just chilling in the hallway.
A nice dual character card.
It is a really good dual character card. I
That
think
Weapons of
eye
the Death
appeal.
Star, BC, I do love that too, because in the movie it's like one or two shots really quickly
Yeah,
cut to. So it's
yeah,
nice to be able to look at that thing, gaze upon it,
abs.
because they went through the trouble of doing whatever they did to make that thing, and
Yeah,
I'm glad
to
they
make
did.
that huge thing. Yeah, and we mentioned it last time, and some people had commented too that it's like these cards were your access to the movie if you didn't have that. So it's like the way your imagination could unfold about the one single shot of the weapon of the Death Star. You get time to spend with the image and really look into it and appreciate the craftsmanship in that. I think that's one of the great things about the set is that you got to spend time with the actual images, and it grows sort of the appreciation for all of the hard work that went into this like almost cursed production of a movie. But how it all came together is, I think, well presented.
BC, do you have a Series 2 card near you right now?
I do. If you want to hit the next slide, I'll pair it nicely with what you've got on your personal faves.
Nice. BC, that's beautiful. Does that card have a fun fact on the back, or does it have a move or
um
a puzzle piece?
I've got puzzle pieces on the back of
Okay,
both.
okay.
Yeah. um so that obviously Tusken Raider on the back,
Yeah.
and I'll let you share your favorite cards, which are just two that I happen to have
Oh,
graded.
so beautiful, BC. So beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I threw the Millennium Falcon card on this list too. Those are probably my
Yeah.
three favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on. We got Ben with the lightsaber spelled with an R-E. We got to go
The
back
British
to that.
spelling.
We got to go back to
The
that.
British spelling, like cantaloupe.
Um,
Yeah.
and then, of course, the spectacular battle is amazing because it is not a shot from the movie at all.
No.
Appears to be using models. I don't know. That TIE fighter might be painted.
It kind of looks like it does have a painted effect to it.
The front
I
end of
also,
it is wrong. Like
yeah, the front end looks very strange. Just like up close. It doesn't look correct.
but the
I
pointy
also,
lasers, love them.
yeah, the big chunky laser pointers.
Yeah,
And then just the Death Star
hanging out.
hanging out in the corner for some weird scale reason or something.
I love
Um,
it.
I do
Yeah,
too.
if they were having this fight in the movie, it would be way far out from the Death Star.
Yes,
It'd
it
be
would be
like,
a long way from.
but yeah, I love it because it's the best X-wing card we've gotten to this point. I think there was a cool one from last week, but
Yeah,
you know me,
yeah, the
I love
battle in
X-wings.
outer space. Yeah, which was the horizontal, kind of same version, different angle, but it was kind of the same
Yeah, it's
feel.
an
But
X-wing getting fired upon by a TIE fighter, and
yeah,
it's all painted. It's not
yeah.
no models involved. But yeah, what more is there to say? These are great looking cards. I'm just realizing
Sp-
we don't have a picture of the back with the fun facts. They're cardboard cards. They don't look
yeah,
like the print quality is not great on the back, and
this
series
is
1 will be like completely
this
unrelated to the card as a fun fact.
this is a different series, but this is the the kind of the fun fact version.
Yeah.
Official description number 3 of 22 on this one for Princess Leia Organa. But yeah, a lot of them do have the poster cards on the back because the posters that you made of the cards were huge.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it took a lot of cards to complete the poster, which great way to advertise and sell your stuff because it's like I gotta get card number 52 so my poster will be complete too.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Yeah, the posters are cool. But I don't know. I prefer a fact on the back as long as it's related to the card. As long as because the
They do
series
not,
1 doesn't.
they don't do a good job of
No.
doing that. I will
It's like
say
here's
they
a card of
very
R2-D2.
rarely have anything to do with what is on the front.
Yeah. Yeah, they whatever.
Top's gonna tops, you know.
I'm glad they got something on the back of the cards.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm moving on. Is there another slide or is that it for us, VZ?
Thus endeth the show.
The series 2.
Series 2, yeah. Again, if you've got these sitting in a closet somewhere, go pick them up, dust them off, take a look through them. There are some real treasures in there. Drop your favorites in the comments below. Let us know what other cards you think we missed out on, because I know we didn't include them all, and there are some amazing cards in this set.
Yeah, yeah. Cool set. How do you feel about the red borders, BC? If you have to rank this in the series, where does this series fall?
I really like the red borders, and it's odd because I'm a green parallel person.
Yeah.
I don't like the green used on the green series as much, which is the series 4.
Yeah.
So I tend to be I think I do almost go in order of just color alone. 1, 2, 3. 2 and 3 are right up there. That's the yellow and the red. And then I like the orange, and then probably
Yeah, yeah. I'm similar. I'd probably put yellow second, and I don't know. I do really like the orange and blue is starting to grow on me, but I also think the green they use for Series 4 not my favorite, and also I think one of the weaker card sets. I think maybe the weakest series, but we'll see when we get there. BC next week we'll be back with Series 3, of course, the yellow. Ooh, boy, it's exciting.
Yeah, a little yellow here. I got some yellow there for you. So come back, check us out next time as we continue our ongoing series of featuring top Star Wars trading card sets.
Hey, and if you're kind, like and subscribe. If you're unkind, give us that thumbs down, baby. But either way, hopefully we'll see you next time here in the cargo bay. Bye forever. Until next time.
Shoom.
We got this down to a science, BC.
Oh, we're so good. We're so good.